So, sex is a reset. Reset. Set is the Seth, or the Satan, or the Shaitan, which is the body. You're in the body, or the Seth, when you have 18 or less breaths per minute. That's when you're in the sympathetic nervous system. That's when you're in fight or flight. That's when adrenaline is released. That's when which is the Jesus juice, which is your super potential juice. If your adrenal glands are weakened from things like coffee and cacao and other things that, like anything with caffeine, damage the adrenals. So the adrenals regulate your adrenaline. That's your superpower, basically. Now, as that potency raises too, then you can settle into your supernaturalness. Then you no longer spike and go up and down and up and down. You no longer yo-yo. You're not chasing anything. You are the treasure, so you no longer hunt. So you don't need to stimulate to chase. You don't need to eat food to chase money to get money to chase food. It doesn't make sense. So you reset with the sex, so you can live off that limitless energy of cosmic sexual energy that everything comes from. Reset, to put the devil in his place, put the devil in its position, reharmonize it. So you align with creation to reset it, to put the devil in his place. You know what I mean? But there's no separation between God and devil. It's just to put God in his place too, because the devil is coming to punish. The pain is coming to wake you up, to remind you. So sex made you, it brings you back to you. So proper sex, Tantra though, you know what I mean? Real sex, real respect, man, respect the seed type sex. So that brings you back to the oneness. That's bringing you back to the Adam and the Eve. So that's bringing you back to the truest sex, the original sex versus the versions, the mirrors of sex, the aggression. It should be a softness. Again, if you're producing a child the right way, it should be softness, effortless. You're witnessing it. You should be totally conscious. You're witnessing the creation happen. In life, you're witnessing it. You're Jehovah's Witness in that sense. You are the witness of the universal will. You step out the way of it, you realize, wow, the universal will is my truest will. It does what I want, what I truly wanted anyway. It's my ego that's in the way of it. And then the only thing that can be destroyed is what's not true and not real anyway. So all I gotta do is identify with the truth, which is infinity, which is limitlessness. So you have to reset to do that. Then you get back to that original sex, that original yin and yang that produced everything, that original ease, stillness that causes all the motion. Like the hollow center of a wheel. You get back to the ease instead of the dis-ease. It's easy or it's dis-ease. So you realize the Tao, or the now, the Tao moment, or the Tao and the mom, the father and the mother. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thy days will be long upon the land. They are you. Become your own parents inside yourself, or however you want to look at it. So you realize the Tao, the moment. You realize your roots by realizing that there's no separation. By realizing your darkness. You realize where you come from. You realize where you come from, then you know where you're going. So that's getting back to your darkness. Because darkness is germination. That's where it all started, the germination. Everything stems from the darkness. The darkness is where light remembers itself. When darkness forgets itself, it sprouts into the light. Light is darkness that forgot itself. Darkness is light that remembered itself. However you want to look at it. So then you be a pattern for the world if you reset properly with the proper respect. If you're a proper pattern for the world, then you're a proper expression for the world. Then you set the tone. The Tao sets the tone. The teacher teaches without a teaching. The silence speaks more than anything. Your pattern is what speaks. You don't teach people, you don't talk about the works, you just show the results. You be the pattern, you be the Tao, and then you are the alignment, then you force everything else into alignment by perceiving you. And if it doesn't, if it perceives you and doesn't want to align, then it has to be destroyed or removed from your perception. That's the solipsism, if you want to get into that. Soul attitude, solitude, true solitary, or true solitude is the solitary attitude. That's true. That's oneness. There's no separation. I push a button on me, it pushes a button in the world. If I release urine or defecate or cough or breathe slowly, shallow, that it changes the pressure of the whole thing. This is a fixed environment. You got your 4 elements. You change the arrangement of the lemons. You play your cards, however. You play them, and then everybody plays the fool. You play every card in the deck, And you see no separation once you play all the cards, but you have to keep playing and be present through the whole game to make it through the game and realize that at the core, there's no fear, total abundance, total protection, there's no needs. At the core, everything is coming and going and yin and yang, and you play all these cards and these different titles and definitions come and go, different lifetimes and bodies come and go, but at the core it stays the same. That's immortal, that path, you can never die. That's just realizing that. So there's no lack. You're realizing there's never any lack. It's like one door opens, one door closes. If it comes into the dark, then something goes into the light. So everything in the darkness has to come to the light. It's the process. Some are integrating, some are disintegrating. If you're jumping through the portal. So that's really what it is. It's all about, if you're jumping as a male, if you plant your seed into a misaligned female, then you're jumping into the portal of misalignment and you experience yourself from that perspective. And then you're disintegrating, which is nothing wrong with it, it just is. And then you eventually integrate, and you go from disintegrating to integrating and back. That's the nothing, realizing that itself through the something, and then becoming nothing again. And that's the process of experience. So then you constantly expand it by making the small changes. The small changes change the whole landscape because you're looking at things from infinity. You're looking at things from time and space, and that's because you're in pain and moving with expectation. So 2020 Tantra is your way back. That's your reset.